People around the world watched with horror as Notre Dame was decimated by fire a few years ago. And there's been a whole series of documentaries about the remarkable lengths that the French state has gone to preserve and renovate, not damage, not change, to replicate every single piece of stone and every slate that they could. The spire has been reconstructed. The amount of work and the effort is incredible. Yet, it's not very diverse, is it? So now, having replaced authentically thousands of stones, piece by piece, to be a perfect replica of the original, they're going to trash an undamaged window so that they can place instead a modern artwork which doesn't fit the building, doesn't fit the tone of the building, and let's face it, fabricates a false history of France. The originals date to the 19th century, and during the 19th century, Notre Dame was reconstructed in a modern interpretation of what a medieval cathedral would have been. Notre Dame itself had been turned into a palace of reason during the Revolution, had been used for Napoleon's coronation, and had sat somewhat sad and weary. But in the 19th century, work was undertaken to bring it back to its former glory, and as that often means, it's reconstructed in a form that doesn't quite match the original. Some of the windows were completely rebuilt and restructured. But today we're repeating this sin. Instead of repairing the beautiful building that's been passed down to us through the generations, we have a multicoloured, garish, modern stained glass window. They're not ugly. If this was for a new church, I would have no problem at all. Most churches and cathedrals built in the last 50 to 70 years are garish, modern structures that this would feel very at home in. It's a pleasant piece of art. I've nothing against it. But to get rid of original, undamaged glass and replace it with this isn't restoration. It's vandalism. It's a desperate attempt by a failed politician to leave a legacy. I don't think history will be kind to Macron. Not kind enough, I think. He's had his strong points. But this will not build a legacy where people remember his greatness. As wokeness slowly dies on the vine, Macron chooses to commemorate it. Well, I think this will be remembered as well as the Olympic opening ceremony. A bizarre, modernist middle finger to France's history. Now, if you got this far, why don't you click subscribe? Because it really does help. And it doesn't cost you a penny. Unlike the €4 million, that's 4.2 million US dollars, being spent on these new windows to replace perfectly undamaged old windows.